Okay, hello Star Citizens, it's Torp Rasilo here, and of course, as you can see, I am on my way to the to today's IAE day, and I'm excited about today because today is Crusader Day, and I am a massive Crusader fan. I have had pretty much all the ships. I have had I have a C2. I have a Mercury Star Runner, which is my favourite ship in the game, and I've got some CCUs for the E1 Spirit, and I've had an Ares Ion previously, which I upgraded to something else, and I've also bought them in the game. I don't have one at the moment, but I'm considering getting one. Although I could just rent it today and we could go for a little fly around with it. Maybe I should do that. Let's rent an Ion and take it and see if it's how it is. Everybody complains, of course, that it was nerfed, and it was nerfed. I mean, it was absolutely deadly when it first came out. I mean, it was insane and amazing, but it was nerfed. So I think that it'd be interesting to know how bad it is now, if it's still the same. It's never been as bad as it's made out to be. It was nerfed, but it is possible to use it and to kill things. It's just not as insanely, ridiculously overpowered as it was previously. Anyway, we're doing our usual thing. We're going to park down here at the entrance in the cutter, and we're going to just pop it, leave it here, and pop inside. The cutter has an issue with slowing down. I've realised. I wanted to just... I'm going to have to turn round now and go back up the hill. I wanted to just slowly come to a stop there, and the cutter wasn't having any of that. So yeah, cutter is amazing, but you just have to watch it, because it'll... So we're going to go here. There we are. Power off. The cutter is the best thing so far at IAE. I have to say, it is my favourite thing. I've got the Corsair, obviously, and the Corsair is amazing as well. There's some issues about the Corsair, and the biggest one of which is, will it be nerfed? And if so, how? And I've already shared my thoughts on that, which are, oh look, I haven't got my... Can I get up onto there? No, I can't. So that's that then. And my Nox has gone because, of course, it was rented. Haha, yes, never thought that. So yeah, that's the end of the cutter. We'll have to claim it again. I should have been a bit further up, shouldn't I, like I was the other day? Would have been okay then. Anyway, the cutter is definitely the best thing so far to come out of IAE. It's closely followed by the C8 Pisces. So two small ships that are absolutely amazing. The Corsair is amazing, and it's only close behind. You know, it's not like it's terrible or anything. I haven't spent a lot of time in the Corsair, but I do really like it. And I have melted some of my stuff and upgraded to those ships. So I have a cutter, a Corsair, and a C8R now, which I will be doing content with going forward over the next few weeks, so we can have a good look at them in actual operation. But as I say every day, I would recommend that you people, if you want to, you guys all go and rent these ships, go to IAE and rent them. So today it's Crusader, and I've already suggested that you should rent well, definitely rent a Mercury Star Runner, and then you'll probably understand why I think it's the best ship in the game. Full stop. Secondly, rent an Ion, try it out, see if you think that it is useless, like a lot of people are saying, or actually if the fact that it's nerfed doesn't really matter because it's still really effective. It's not quite as effective as it was. And also, rent a C2 Hercules, and go and fill it with titanium and make over 100,000 UAC profit just from one single run, which is the best option. The other thing you could do, because the tanks are here today, is go and rent a tank or two and stick them in the back of the Hercules and take them somewhere and blow stuff up, because the tanks are amazing. So yeah, lots to do today, lots to have a look at. So I'm going to go and have a look at them. I don't think anything new today. I don't think anything is expected new, and I don't think anything is going to be new. Hello, citizen. I still have no idea if people can hear me when I do that. So we're back at 29:52. So IAE 29, the IAE celebration, whatever you call it, Expo. It's very long. So we're back in Apex Hall today for Crusader. It's very long. We're nearly at the end. We have MISC, Robert Space Industry, and then the Best in Show days still to go. And if anybody doesn't know, the Best in Show days is basically where everything is available to rent. So all of the ships that have been available to rent are all back available to rent again. You can rent them again for another 48-hour period, and at the same time all of the ships are available still to buy, and also there's going to be new war bond offers in that time. This time it's not been as easy this year, in my opinion, to do the war bond chaining together. So this is the usual layout, so there's nothing new here. One of these, I think that's the C2. This is the military version, which is the C2. I can't remember the name of it. But this is the M2. The M2, pretty sure. And then there is also an A2, which is a bomber, so that's probably worth a rent as well. But you'll see this is the beauty of the C2. This amazing amount of space that is available here. To just fill with cargo or vehicles, and obviously you can see with the double doors that it is completely suited for vehicles, and it is an amazing ship to own. I'm so glad that I own this transport ship. It is absolutely fantastic. Quite expensive to buy in game. You can get them by grinding, but worth it. I think when you get to that point, you'll immediately make a lot more money because you've got this. This is the A2. Let's go and have the C2 is exactly the same as the M2, by the way. It's just a different colour, standard, so it's white and red rather than grey. And the military version holds slightly less cargo, but it has an extra turret, not pilot controlled, and an extra armour, so when and some slightly better components, I think. So when the armour is in the game, this will be a little bit more armoured for getting vehicles in and out of war zones, compared to the C2 standard, which will be slightly less armoured. So it's slightly more expensive for the M2, and it holds slightly less cargo, but only slightly. Now this is the A2, and the difference here is it's the same ship, but here at the back it has these bombs, these huge bombs, and they're called MOBs, the mother of all bombs. So they drops them through the floor here, and out into space, and yeah, so obviously holds quite a bit less cargo, and obviously isn't quite the same for getting vehicles through. So you can get vehicles through here, and you can obviously drive them in this end, but it's not quite as nice as the open plan of the other one, where it hasn't got these things here. Should we shut the door? So I love the front doors on these. I'm just going to go and shut those, sorry people, but the front door closing animation, the way that it comes up under the nose, is absolutely amazing. Yeah, just absolutely incredible. There we go, look at that. Amazing the way it closes up. And it will just pop upstairs. So the other thing which is different with this one is it has more, it's quite a lot of guns on the bottom that are controlled from remote turrets. So if you come here, you see there's these remote turret screens, and all of these can operate guns that are on the base. We'll just go along here so you can see the... Sorry, I've got the chat on, which I normally turn off for these, and because the chat's on, someone's asked a question and I've answered it. Sorry about that. But here's the cockpit. It's the same in all of the Herculeses. The seats, you jump in and they come forward. Right, I'm going to turn the chat off in a second so that we don't have this distraction. But hey, we've had a good look round. So all the top deck like this looks the same in all of the different ones. And this elevator obviously will let you exit the ship like I've just selected. And yeah, it comes out there, the elevator. And here's the Tumbril tank, so we'll have a look at that now. And this is the only tank in the game. It has a very large cannon on the front, very well armoured. I love the cockpit of this tank, absolutely love it. I wish some of the other vehicles had cockpits as good as this. I mean, it really is quite amazing, and it drives really nicely as well. And then you've got the gunner position here. Lovely piece of kit if you've got use for it. I mean, I don't think there's that much use for it in the game right now, but it's fun for things like it's useful for when we have events like Jumptown, for defending Jumptown, but actually now that the Centurion has been released with the big laser guns on, that's much better for defending Jumptown. Okay, so we've seen the C2s, let's go and find another hall. Let's head for Apex Hall 4. Okay, so we've got here, so all sorts. So here we have, first we're going to start with these, the Starfighter Inferno, which is the Ares Air Ion Starfighter, and this is with a Gatling gun, a huge size 7 Gatling gun. So you can see why when these ships were first released, they were so good, because they're absolutely amazing and massive. What's happened now is that the guns have been slightly changed, but also the accuracy of the guns has been fiddled with, so this is why it's a bit of a pain now. But this is still an incredibly formidable ship. This massive, this one here, so you can put underneath, you've got 8 size 3 missiles, I think. It's got another 8 size 3 missiles somewhere, and then in addition to that you can change those for 2 size 5 torpedoes if you want to, and that's just the missiles. On top of that you've got this size 7 cannon, laser cannon on the top, which it really still is a formidable weapon, and the ship flies pretty well. It really is a nice aircraft to fly. It's not quite as strong as some of the other ships, and it's not quite as nimble as some ships, and it's not quite as good accuracy wise with its guns, but it is a beautiful ship, and it's an amazing ship to fly. And it sounds amazing. So definitely try it. Definitely. Let's rent that. There we go. And then over here, this is it. So this is the pinnacle of everything, in my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean that it does everything better than anybody else. It doesn't. But in terms of ship design, this ship is absolutely fantastic, and that's the Mercury Star Runner. and I would suggest that everybody comes and has a go of the Mercury Star Runner, because it just is a sweet spot in the game, particularly if you're reasonably new to the game. And what I mean by that is, if you've been playing the game for a while, maybe you've got to the point where you're a bit bored of your starter ship, or maybe you had a bit of an upgraded ship. So I started with a Titan. Some people upgrade from the Titan to, say, the Cutlass Black. So maybe if you've even upgraded to a Cutlass Black, or you've earned one in the game, the next step up, going to something like this, is a big difference. So going from the Titan or the Cutlass Black, which don't have very large amounts of storage, this has a huge storage area for 114 SCU of cargo. Now, it's nothing like the amount of storage that the C2 has, but it's a lot to get you started. So in early game, when you first starting off with not very much money, this ship is a fantastic ship to have to hand. You can run cheap cargo and build up cargo trading to make some money fairly quickly. It's also got this area here which is shielded for storing cargo that you don't want to be scammed from the outside, and then it has these underground tunnels that go underneath the ship, and you can actually pop up in various different places. If I can make it happen inside the ship. So how good is that? I mean, that's just brilliant. No other ship has that. It's a really amazing ship, really amazing. What is this person doing? Anyway, yeah, so I love the design of it. Again, it's got these same Crusader doors where you can go through to the, just put the lights on, to the cockpit, and then you've got the cockpit here, which seems to be a bit stuck. One of the chairs is up there, one is down. So lots of options here, things to do with the Star Runner. And then through here's the server room, because actually the design of the Mercury Star has two turrets here, so an upstairs and a downstairs turret. And then you've got all these servers, because the design of this ship is for data running, so eventually it's going to be the case that it can steal data and run data and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got a scanning suite here as well, and there we go again with our underground tunnels. Yeah, amazing ship. It's not quite got all its gameplay loops available, as many of the ships haven't, but as a running around doing things quickly, it's very fast. If you put a fast quantum drive in this, it's very quick, it handles beautifully, and yeah, it's a really good ship to get going early on in the game. So highly recommend the Mercury Star Runner. And if you only have one ship from scratch that you buy, that's the one I would buy, the Mercury Star Runner. I suppose some people say now the Corsair, buy the Corsair, don't buy the... But actually, this is a better ship. It's not got the guns that the Corsair's got, unless you have two people, and then it's got 6 size 3 weapons if you've got 2 extra people. But for the pilot, no, it hasn't. But I think the pilot guns are going to get nerfed on the Corsair anyway. If you want to do more missions and cargo running, then that's a better ship than the Corsair. If you want to do fighting, PvP, PvE, then obviously the Corsair may well be your best option for an only ship. Just need to have a look what's where here, because I don't want to run around for ages. And now I can't see anything, it's not working. What's going on with that? No, so that's a bit rubbish. So I think it's the hulls over there. Let's find somebody that we can shoot with our little gun. Always good fun. So let's go over to Apex Hull 4 and 5. So I think what will be in here will be... Oh, maybe it's just the same haul with the Mercury Star Runner and the... Because we haven't got any more ships. Yeah, actually, this may well be just the same haul. So I think that's everything, actually. We'll go down and have a look at the Hollow Suite, though, because, yeah, the Starfighters are here and the Mercury Star Runner. I love the design of the Crusader ships. They are amazing. I love the design of the Corsair as well. I mean, I think all of the ships now that they're bringing out, they all look fantastic, and they're doing such a good job at the design. People giving out money in chat, which is usually the case. Seems to be very common at the moment, people giving out money. Oh, Hollow Suite, yeah, sorry, not Hall 5. So let's go down, oh, let's go and shoot this guy who's got no helmet on. I love the dart gun, so good. Okay, so down here we've got the Tumbrel Cyclones. So these are nice little vehicles that you can use to run about all over the place. So this one, I don't know what this one is, but the one that I have, which is a boy in game, don't buy any of these out of game. So I've got this one with the back for carrying a container, and you can carry a 2 SCU or a 1 SCU container with that. It makes it great for doing bunker runs. Looks like someone has sent me some money, so how much has he sent me? He did send me 5 million. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And here we have, ooh, what's this? Tumbrel Bike. Oh, I don't remember ever seeing this before. So this is the Tumbrel Ranger. Actually, I do vaguely remember. It doesn't look that great based on the pictures. But hey. Here is the Spirit. So this is the Crusader C1 Spirit. There's also going to be an A1 and an E1 Spirit. Definitely interested in those. Hopefully they're coming soon. Apparently they are in production. Should be nice, interesting little vehicles. I got the upgrade to the E1, which is going to be the one for transporting VIP passengers. And here we have, oh, that's interesting. I don't think the Genesis has been in one of these before. So this is the Genesis Starliner, which is the this is the passenger carrying ship, like the big passenger carrying ship. I've wanted one of these for a while, but I don't think this is anywhere on the horizon of being done. Looks amazing, but I don't think I've ever seen it before in the Hollow Viewer. Maybe I have, but I don't remember having done. But there we go. This is of course available to buy today if you want to buy it, but not anywhere near ready for being launched, I don't think. Be nice to see that made, but hey. And that's it. That's everything. That's everything at today's IAE. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Shall we go and see if we can shoot someone? Seeing as we've got this one. Here's someone coming now. Let's go and chase the naked guy. Naked guy gets shot. Here's someone now. It's great fun. There's someone just standing, so let's go and shoot them. Well, there we go. I'm kind of bored of that now. Thank you very much for your time. It's been great sharing today at the IAE with you. Tomorrow is MISC. So, a bit interesting because there isn't any... there is no word about the MISC Odyssey being a thing for tomorrow. I don't expect to see it. It would be a nice surprise if it was here, even if we couldn't buy it or rent it. I don't expect it to be. I expect it to be in the Holo Viewer. But we'll be here tomorrow to look at MISC, and then of course on Saturday it is RSI and the RSI Galaxy, which I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing, hopefully in person and not in a Holo Viewer. But you never know. At the moment it looks like Holo Viewer is the way. And so this is me, Torp Rasilo, checking out, and enjoy the rest of the show.